Mangaung Metro Municipality's disaster is assessing damage after a storm killed a 7-year-old boy and injured several others. The storm hit on Wednesday night, causing extensive damage and levelling hundreds of informal settlements. And many homes were also left without power due to the damaged infrastructure. Joining us now to give us some depth is Gregory Nthatisi, who's the Mangaung Municipality's acting executive mayor. Very good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. Perhaps let's start right at the beginning. What happened?
Well, of course, this is indeed a storm that hit our city and other related city in the Free State. We are now at a point when we're actually assessing the damage. So far, we are at a point when we can indicate that 92 houses in Bloemfontein and about 200 plus in the related towns like Diversdorp and Van Stansflesen are actually damaged by the storm. We are actually at a point when we're discussing with the province to check if the disaster that must be declared should be at the level of the municipality or at the level of the province. But already our teams are out to assist communities, those that have lost their home and those that need assistance from our side as government.
Is there an estimate on the cost of damage as you assess exactly how much damage has incurred here?
The situation that we are sitting with is that we are literally making more assessment and more numbers are coming in. So the numbers that I've given you are preliminary. So I wouldn't honestly want to say to what should amount and millions it would run to. But I'll be able to get that number once our team that are dealing with disaster are able to make an assessment across the metro as to how many units are affected and to what should, but I must indicate it would run into millions.
And the kind of assistance the municipality is providing the residents affected, especially also after learning that a child has died in the midst of several others who've been injured.
At the moment, we have attended, were injured, and as with regard to the passing child, our deputy mayor, as we speak, and all the needed help that we can forward to the family.
Okay, have you communicated and been in touch with the family?
Of course, we were physically at the family. As I speak to you, can see, I mean, the regalia that speaks to sites. I've been moving from one house to the other, talking to families and, giving them hope and looking at the extent with which the damage has been caused. And that is the report that I must also forward to the province and forward to national in terms of seeking extra intervention that should come our way.
As you and I speak, the COP28 Summit is underway, and of course looking at the impact of climate change in South Africa across the municipalities, and of course in highlighting some of the calls that are being made to tackle and really be forward-thinking when it comes to tackling climate change. When it comes to planning for future destructive weather patterns as a result of climate change, what sort of thinking is coming from the municipality in ensuring that you have a plan and you're able to execute it should such a disaster happen again?
In reality, our disaster management system is one area that we must enhance to be in line and in tune with the climate change that we are faced with. As part of our economic development plan, we had to rope in ideas and specialized units that are in line with how we should put our plans in future that must bring some kind of reconstruction and construction program that must take such into consideration. But we must not only focus at the level of what government does. I think we should be at a point where we must rope in our communities to also understand the impact of climate change in terms of the heat waves that we are coming from, as well as some disastrous behavioral patterns of how the climate behave across the globe in this case. And our participation at the level of COP, it does bring the knowledge economy that should actually impact not only to our metro, but across the country. I think we need to be alive to the fact that the reality of climate change is not just a talk show. It's something that we need to all plan along and around it to make sure that we really, mitigate the circumstances.
Yeah, very well. Thank you so much. Let's perhaps leave it there for now. Gregory Nthatisi, Mangaung Municipality's acting executive mayor.